What's going on, y'all? This is Mr. Let Go, and we're talking about a particular video that I found on YouTube where women were on there talking about how black men were ripped from black households. And I think this is the craziest, most annoying excuse women use on the entire planet.
You know what I find this interesting? This is actually the first time that I'm hearing it said that women are saying that this is the reason they're single, right? We read a number of things. So I find even the vantage point interesting. That's why I wanted to get into this, because I'm like, wait a minute, isn't the of those who are against feminism and welfare? So now he's saying it's not men.
So we're going to talk about this because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the excuses. These are not situations where somebody was ripped from nowhere.
So he's actually fly. What's going on, India? Yes, it's him again. Listen, he's actually going against his compadres. He's going against, sometimes when people make an argument and they haven't been able to pinpoint which side they're on, they can actually hamstring the argument of the people who side on. So each day he's on a different side. So right now he's hamstringing the argument of a lot of people in the manosphere. Let's listen.
Your brain was ripped out of your head, if anything. So we're going to talk about it. Everybody hit the like button. And let me do this. Oh, crap. What am I doing? Let me do this real quick and we can get started. And I got a video to play for you. And this video comes from, let me see, what is the name of the YouTube? This comes from Daily Wrap Up Crew. Daily Wrap Up.
If he I don't know what he's gonna go for. He's gonna go with this. But let's see. Daily Wrap Up Crew. Keep going.
Crew, all one word. So go follow them. They have a pretty good podcast going on over there, whereas men and women, it looks like this. So men and women talking or whatever, and it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. So, but of course, y'all already know I ain't playing nothing until you get these likes up. So we need at least 100 likes before we get the video playing. But the reason why I did
these YouTubers, this is what happened when YouTube is your whole bread and butter. You over here strong arming the people. This is why the people come to some laid back YouTubers. If you don't strong arm them, then the people don't support or the people don't press like. Because like these people's like, keep my lights on, get the likes until I get the likes. I mean, just
particular video, or I wanted to talk about this particular video, is because on a normal basis, I hear black women making the ignorant excuse that black men left or was ripped out of the black household.
Voluntarily. Which one is it? You say you hear it all the time. You should be able to tell us specifically which one it is. One is voluntary, the other is involuntary. And I don't know how much I've heard that coming from the melanated woman. I don't know. He's over here starting early.
And they were not. They were never in the household in the first place. The majority of you ladies, sadly, had sex with some loser, got pregnant.
John. You hear it now? Your boy over here saying my audio mic is breaking up. It shouldn't be. Hold on. I'm inside, so don't start with me. Although it's Florida and it might start raining. Let me know if the mic is clear before I go on. Let me know what the mic is saying. There's a clicking over the audio. Okay. Is it the hold on. Is it the background music? Tell me if the clicking stops. How is it now? That's the background music. Let me know if the clicking stopped. Yo, is that Sal in the house? Debate talk for you. What's going on, Sal? Did the clicking stop? Heck nah. Let me take off the background music. Y'all know I like my background music now. Yo, did you call? Yo, Judah. With the foot fetish. That's hilarious. All right, it stopped. Yeah, okay. I guess I won't be able to do my background music today. And somebody else's audio, that may be the issue. I'm not sure. But let's get into it. So tell me you heard the beginning, because already his premise sounds faulty, because I'm not saying people are not saying it, but it's mostly coming from one side and not the other. But let's continue. He's about to John, are you trying? Is it still there? All right, let me go out and comment. I'll be right back. Okay, can I be heard now? Can I be heard now? Can I be heard now? Is it clear now? I went out and came in. Let me close all of these windows right here. It's loud and clear. All right, let's go. So basically, for those who are just joining us, we're about to do a live reaction to Mr. Let It Go. He might just need to let this whole conversation go. You didn't miss much because he just got started, okay? So let's get it. He's about to make his case.
And mama house or
hold on. So basically saying the reason why the man wasn't snatched out the house, this is his thought, is because he was never in the house, and that you got knocked up by some random, and that's why the dude wasn't there in the first place.
Whatever, but overall, the black man in your life is actually the government. That's your man. That's your baby daddy. That's your husband. That's your boyfriend. That's your protector. The federal government. So that's my thing. Oh, thank you, Terica. You're right. Don't forget the link. Okay, so. And let me know what the likes are. Okay, we had 10 likes.
Yo, boy, you over there doing a Jerry Lewis marathon over these likes. But it's interesting. He's responding. He ain't played a video yet to a video. And then he's giving us his thought process. And we don't know what's the context of the conversation. And he's making a sweeping generalization that if you had a child, you wasn't with the guy, and that welfare was your daddy or your man. Already, just off the chain. Just let it go already.
Gotta get up to 100 likes. So let's get to it. And I'm gonna hit y'all with this video. This is a pretty good video though, for real. And shout out to the Daily Rap Crew. What my likes at, Terica? Once she tells me what the likes are, we can get started.
Sound like the pastor telling him to lock the door.
You agree. Thank you. You agree, because we just got to stop the cap, y'all. Stop the cap. All right, so, all right, you know what? Let's just play the video, because I can't wait to talk
let's
about
just
this.
play the video.
Hit the like button, y'all. Let's talk about the video.
You have to understand that we're suppressed as women. The load that we carry as women is
Black men ain't there with y'all.
Okay, the whataboutism. I'm starting with the video, so I'm gonna be commenting on the video and this. If someone having a conversation, this is and I've done this for many years. One of the ways that you can quickly derail a conversation is deflecting. If she's put in her position, didn't nobody ask about you? We're not up to that part yet. But in order to derail the conversation or to invalidate what the person is saying, but are we not oppressed? She didn't say you weren't. She wasn't even talking about you. But let's continue.
baby, hold on. Because y'all carry it too. Y'all forgotten. Black men are forgotten, but you have to remember we're dismantled as a race. Men and women, we've been dismantled. So some things come with that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all been ripped out of our household. What you think I'm supposed to do? All I could do is be...
Okay, here we go, right here. The black man was ripped out of the household. Have you ever heard?
I'm forgotten, but you have to remember we're dismantled as a race. Men and women, we've been dismantled. So some things come with that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all been ripped out of our household.
So can anybody explain to me what the hell, and I mean in the last 30 years, we're not talking about no damn slavery. We're talking about the last 30 years. Who the hell, have y'all ever seen a man being ripped out of his household? I ain't talking about he got caught on Fed or RICO charges or whatever, and he's being escorted to the police car because is an indictment. I'm saying, what in the world does this ripped out of the household crap look like?
Okay, sir. I don't know if you're trying to if that's a real question that you're asking, and then he's gonna make concessions for the part of the question like, no, I don't mean. Okay, so that means the school to prison pipeline is not real. The way in which, let me know if you guys can hear me, the way in which melanated men are charged for lesser crimes versus the way other people's are charged, which means that they are taken or ripped proverbially out of the household for longer periods of time, meaning when they're charged as an adult, when they're actually children, or when they're young adults, when the majority of their lives are gone. Let's see. He's talking about 30 years. I mean, if you're talking about the way in which gangster rap and the way in which the drug culture and the way in which all of those things are targeted towards or aimed towards the melanated man, and the aim is to get him, to lure him to out of the home. He's saying, where did that happen? 30 years. 30 years wasn't that long. You're dropping into 30 years ago. And 40 years ago, you're dropping into crack. And 30 years ago, you're dropping into gangster rap. I mean, and before that, you're dropping into exploitation. And I mean, why is he up here pretending that none of this stuff is existing that caused the men to be tripped up in such a way that they household? See, some people go to extremes to prove foolish points. Because now you have to negate all of that and pretend as this it didn't exist and that the woman is delusional. But let's continue.
Because that's the main thing I want to talk about. We're going to talk about the whole show because it's a pretty good conversation that they're having. But overall, I don't understand what the hell she's talking about.
I know you don't, because you don't want to.
I press the like button. Thank you, Kara. You know what I mean? No man was ripped from your household, sis. Sorry.
How you know? You know what I find interesting in some of these YouTubers? Open up the floor and let the people speak for themselves. Just like we open up the books, we open up the narratives, we open up the data so the people can speak for themselves. Because you can sit armchair quarterback. You probably was still on your mother's breast 30, 40 years ago. Okay, so to sit here and to presume that you know everything that because you don't agree, I think it's pretentious. Like, look, y'all can't see his face. Let you see his face right now. Just the look on his face only right now, with all due respect, brother, just stop. Just let's not. This is not the way to sound. Let me let you see the look on his face right now. Why though? Look at the look on his face. I don't think happened to y'all. How you know? Just like KS said, I don't see nobody getting abused. I didn't see Color Purple wasn't real, and nobody's getting abused, and this is not happening. And then when somebody comes and says that it's happened, no, that's just anecdotal. That wasn't really going down. Yeah, okay. Now it's still clicking. Oh, Father, help me. The mic is hating on the kid today. Come on. Oh, the problem is if I put in my good headphones, I can't hear. I don't know what's wrong with the mic. Let me see if I put on my phone. You guys can hear me. Hold on, because I'm trying to go in, but let's see here. Did I bring in the other one? Let's try this. Now we're gonna have to mic check me. Y'all don't take forever to tell me if it's working now. Y'all mic check me. I'm gonna put in this headphones. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The other headphones need to hear while. Okay. Can I get a mic check? Can you guys hear me now? Mic check, mic check. Is it clear? Mic check, microphone check. Now y'all gonna make me. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Sometimes this thing is a bit delayed. Let me go on the other side. I'll wait for you guys to tell me if you can hear me. It's better now. Okay. Should I venture to put on my background music though? Okay, yeah, it's better. I can hear it on my phone. Okay, it's low. All right, now let me turn it up. All right, we good. We good. Now let me get some background music so we can finish going in. All right. Boom, we on target. Let's go see what Mr. Betty Bones says. Oh, background music? Come on, Tony. Come on. It's gonna mess it up. Because sometimes people on YouTube be tripping. You gotta kind of change it up when you be playing their straight audio. It's good. I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna turn it all the way down to like 6. All right, boom, let's go. So he's talking madness right now, but let's continue.
You chose to not require a man to marry you. You chose to not have any standards in the type of man that you decide to have unprotected sex with. And you pop up pregnant, okay? It was no household. You had your household and the dude has his household, or you live with your mama, or you probably sleep with a dude that live with his mama, okay? There was no household. It was just you by yourself. And he in his household by himself. Nobody was ripped out of no damn household. We gotta stop lying, ladies. You just got pregnant by some dude that you were sleeping with and you've only known for 2 months.
Did you see how he made up that whole scenario? The whole. Okay. John, I bid you peace this day. I bid you peace, John. First of all, I have equipment, John. Okay. Secondly, I'm not a whole 24-hour YouTuber. Thirdly, it's summertime, which means that it rains. So when it rains, it messes with the signal. Okay. So peace be unto you, John. Now, did you hear what he was saying, or did I need to rewind it concerning the whole you didn't know the man, you should have picked better? Let me go back.
You chose to not require a man to marry you. You chose to not have any standards in the type of man that you decide to have unprotected sex with. And you pop up pregnant, okay? It was no house.
How does he know that? Do you know how many people have married the wrong person? Did you know how many people who, I mean, this is no accountability, though. Like, we could just make up scenarios
say that's what everybody did and then justify ourselves. I mean, I wish this was like some of these people need to like let's debate because some of this stuff doesn't pass when you actually have to do a debate. You just made that up. What scenario is that? At least your boy used to make up statistics. You don't even have made up statistics. You got made up scenarios. Let me hear. You chose to make up that whole narrative. Let's listen again.
So, have y'all ever seen a man being ripped out of his household? I ain't talking about he got caught on Fed or RICO charges or whatever, and he's being escorted to the police car because he is an indictment. I'm saying, what in that world does this ripped out of the household crap look like? Because that's the main thing I want to talk about. We're going to talk about the whole show because it's a pretty good conversation that they're having. But overall, I don't understand what the hell she's talking about. I press the like button. Thank you, Kara. You know what I mean? No man was ripped from your household, sis. Sorry. No. You chose to not require a man to marry you.
How you know she wasn't married? How you know she wasn't engaged? How you know the man wasn't shot down dead in the street? So all the statistics, you could be ripped away by death. All the statistics of men dying early, especially melanated men, black on black violence, prison population, all of those statistics are incorrect. And she just chose to do a deal with a dude who. Do you remember the Sean Bell case back in when was that? That was a while ago, right? Decisions do go both ways. I agree. When did Sean Bell was going to marry? Y'all remember that? He was going to marry his fiance the next day. And he went to somewhere. Y'all remember that? It was up in New York and he gets shot and he dies. They even showed they showed his daughter the other day. I think she graduated college. I don't know if you guys remember that story. Now, this woman, you could say no one was ripped away from you, but indeed they were. Indeed they were. Nicole, her name was, on Sean Bell, their daughters and remarrying. It was 2006, shot and killed by New York City police. So all of this, and this is not a one-off. So all of this conversation around nobody was ever going to marry you, right? It was in Queens and he was at a bachelor party. So, people will go to some lengths to just make stuff up, but let's continue.
You chose to not have any standards in the type of man that you decide to have unprotected sex with, and you pop up pregnant, okay?
Just pop up, eh? So everybody's situation is the same. They got the lame from around the corner, and nobody had potential. Nobody wasn't on their way, or he didn't impregnate her. He wasn't the star of the football team. None of that other stuff happens. No other scenarios except for you got Pookie, and Pookie got you pregnant.
There was no household. You had your household, and the dude has his household, or you live with your mama, or you probably sleep with a dude that live with his mama. Okay? There was no household. It was just you by yourself, and he in his household by himself. Nobody was ripped out of no damn household. We got to stop lying, ladies. You just got pregnant by some dude that you was sleeping with and you've only known for 2 months.
Do you notice that in the woman's scenario that he didn't keep playing, nobody was pregnant? She said nothing about, not in the clip that he played, she said nothing about anybody being pregnant. But yeah, here he is giving her 2 months belly, right? I don't want to laugh. Reaction. Yo, like, subscribe, and share. Let's go.
That's what's going on. Someone ripped out the damn household. It's just sad. It's just really, really sad. Stacey said, how do you learn? And that's the actual problem. Not men being ripped out of a household. It's women actually running households and raising children and raising the children to be lost. So when Tracy says in the chat, how do you learn? You learn from parents. You learn from parents.
Not according to your scenario. You only learn from one parent. Because right now, the you chose is only on the woman's side. So you, in your scenario, you only learn from one parent. But let's go.
If you don't have parents, a father, if you didn't have a father, well, you are in a position where we're not able to learn, because moms, they're not really good teachers. They're just
YouTube, YouTube. This, I'm going to try to remain respectful. Did he just say moms are not really good teachers? We like this kind of stuff. We have to. Women's. Y'all got me saying women's. Women are the first teachers of the child. Innately, she is a teacher. And he just said out his whole mouth that women are not good teachers. I am done. I am done. Oh, wow.
there to put clothes on your back, you know what I'm saying? Nurture you, but they don't really do a good job at that. You know what I mean? So
Well, yeah,
overall,
said to me, I don't think he spent enough time breastfeeding. Because if you could open your mouth and say that the women don't even do a good job, just general, because this is all generalized. He should be named Mr. Generalization. Mr. Generalization just said women don't even do a good job at nurturing. Something wrong. He got a feminine energy injury somewhere along the line. I'm gonna let y'all look at his face so you can see that when he said that. Let me go back a little bit. When he said that, look at his face. Hold on. This is why we need to do healing before we come to said platforms and make a whole lot of noise, because what we're doing is pushing off our issues onto people because we want company. Misery love company. Y'all hear the rain? So y'all don't come for me if this joint go out, because the rain is coming. Here comes the rain again. Here, hold on. That was everything. Let me play that again so y'all can see his face. Hold on. Hold on. Let me make it big. Let me make it big. This dude is tripping hard. You need Yanla. Where is he, Yanla?
position where we're not able to learn, because moms, they're not really good teachers. They're just there to put clothes on your back, you know what I'm saying? Nurture you, but they don't really do a good job at that. You know what I mean?
You see the eye contact, how it's spotty with the camera. You see the shrugging of the shoulders. You can see there that the person's experience, just based on what just came out their mouth, may not have to have the best experience with his mother. I wanted y'all to just see that, but I'm gonna continue to play, so they don't say I'm over here playing a whole video. Let's continue.
So overall, you grew up without a father. Your life was probably trash, you know? So I want y'all to do something before I play the rest of
Now this is why we're listening to the autobiographies. Now, who's here for the autobiography of Marvin Gaye? We did chapter 2 yesterday, and we're still in the midst. Did Marvin Gaye have a father? Yes. Did he have a nourishing mother who taught him? Yes. Was his life pixie dust and roses? No. So there goes your theory. If we collect all of these people who you say by simply having a father, doesn't matter what kind you have, that your life would be better and you would be taught, that's a falsehood, sir. That's not based in any reality. I don't know where you are with this conversation, but you just made that whole thing up.
the video because y'all still ain't got the likes up. So hit the like button and I'll play the rest of the video. But I want to ask you all a question. All of our dads were our mother's choices. I just want that to sink into your spirit for a second. All of our dads were our mother's choices. Put a 1 in the chat if you wish your mom picked a better man to have with. I'll say it again. All of
You know
our
what they're acting like? If employers who have access to background search, you know what I mean, FBI records, still pick bad employees, right? If people with higher up positions still pick, what is she? What does she work for that she, sorry, has some type of crystal ball that she knows for a surety that this person who's presenting himself is ultimately going to be whatever, whatever. Why are they acting like she has all that power? She, especially if you're picking young, how do you know that this person can be presenting like, oh, this is a good catch? You don't know that whatever may come up down the lane. So I think this is unrealistic the way they act like your mother could have picked a better father. Like she knew. If on the surface everything checked out, there's some things that don't come out till later on. When you plant a tree and the tree is growing and the fruit, you don't know whether the fruit is going to be jacked up until you taste it. So there's some things you think you know, but you don't know until you know. And this is conversation is coming from people who don't really have relationships to speak of, and they present like they can tell you how they could do it better. If you could do it better, why you not doing it? If you could do it better, why you not doing it? But let's continue.
moms, all of our dads, I'm sorry, were our moms' choices. Put a one in the chat if you wish your mom would have picked a better man to be your daddy. If she could start all over again. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, okay.
Oh, madness is what just happened. Talking
Hold
about what
on a
just
second.
happened.
I got a couple ones not true. Y'all can say all.
Yo, why did somebody say, Mr. Let Go? Did you grow up with your dad? Somebody else said, not true. You can't say that all the mothers are not the good teachers of their children. It's ideal for both parents to be present in parenting, but that's not the case all the time. So first of all, he's saying it's her fault because the person she picked is off. It's also for her fault because she's not a good nourisher and she's a trash teacher. This is a person who's hurt, and then he wants to be, what is it? He over here offering life coaching for people. I'm like, I have, you know what? What is this? Content creation coaching, and he have all access services that you should come to him, and he's going to tell you how to do what? What are you going to tell them how to do?
All it depends. 1.5. What is 1.5? I'm waiting. Just in case y'all wondering, I'm waiting for y'all to hit the like button. Just in case y'all wondering.
Now he out here stalling. So instead of, if you were so interested in, why are you out here stalling out? I'm just probably gonna end up clicking on the video. He got about like, we only 9 minutes and 23 seconds in, and he said nothing but madness thus far. If you don't come with something factual, I'm gonna have to just click the actual video and we'll take a listen to that.
Hold on, I keep spelling. Made. These are freaking choices. I realize as you get older, your parents or whoever raised you are not perfect. I understand that. But I'm just saying, I didn't say, do you wish your parents were perfect? I just simply said, would you like a different dad if you could turn back the times? Especially in our black and brown communities, they did not do the best they could. Stop with all this, especially in our black communities. They did the best. No, they didn't. Because if they did the best they could as parents, your parents would have been married. Your dad would have been.
How does he know? How many people in the chat had mother and father who was married? How does he know they weren't married? These conversations, oh my goodness, yo. I was watching the Rita Franklin story the other day. Her mother and father was married. Her father was abusive. He was a pastor in the church or deacon or whatever he was. The mother leaves for her own sanity. They were married. They were married. But she leaves. Why? Because of the conditions of the household and what the children were exposed to. Why are we pretending that marriage equals holistic household? It doesn't. It doesn't.
Around, your dad wouldn't have been an alcoholic. Your dad wouldn't have been a drug addict. You feel me? So no, our parents did not.
So that means, according to his logic and reasoning, there should be no alcoholic or drug addict husbands. If I scour the internet and I look for statistics, the only people or males who are alcoholics and drug addicts are single. None of them actually are alcoholic and drug addicts within the home. Man, tapenize people, yes, yeah.
Not do the best they could. That is a typical goofy black people stuff that I don't know who taught y'all that mess. Ain't nobody did the best they damn could. All right, no, I had a great day.
Look at you still here to tell the story. You can speak from sitting on YouTube, begging for likes, not going outside, not looking for work, not eating bread by the sweat of your brow, sitting in a polo shirt in air condition, to look down the lane at a few generations ago and tell them you didn't do the best they could. Says you, who eating from their labor. This is a spirit of ingratitude, okay?
And I grew up with a two-parent household. That's dope. That's dope. I love that. Being the cleanup man is not respected anymore, and I'm glad to start my own legacy. Gotcha. Okay, you have to forgive your parents. It's not about forgiving your parents. You can forgive your parents, but the thing about it is, if you don't pay attention to what your parents did and the mistakes your parents did to you, and the effect it had on you, and you don't actually go get therapy and you don't become self-aware of the things that your dad and your mom did to you, you are going to do the same thing to your children. So
he's speaking about two very different things. Therapy is a real thing. Realizing the realities of the life you lived is a real thing. Pretending that everybody got pregnant by Pookie after 2 months is not a real thing. Pretending that everybody's mother never married their father, and everybody's mother picked wrong, and everybody's mother doesn't know how to teach her children, that's not a real thing. But you see how he's muddying the waters with a little bit of truth and a whole lot of lie. This is some mixed material, boy. This is some a food coloring in the Kool-Aid.
This is very important, and I'll get to the video. This person says, you have to forgive your parents and yourself and make better decisions. Place yourself around people in good places. Yes, I understand that. But the thing about it is, this is not about, I agree with them, first of all. I agree. But at the end of the day, you have to understand, if you don't become aware of what your parents did to you, or what what not having a dad, how it affected you, you're going to go out and do the same dumb mess that your mom did. And guess what? Your kids are going to grow up the same way you grew up. And that is my point of this. Okay, so hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's go back to the video. Let me start over. Let's go.
You have to understand that we're suppressed as women. The load that we carry as women is
Black men ain't there with y'all?
Hold on, baby. Hold
Okay,
on.
all right.
Because y'all carry it too. Y'all forgotten. Black men are forgotten, but you have to remember we're dismantled as a race. Men and women, we've been dismantled. So some things come with that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all been ripped out of our household. What you think I'm supposed to do?
Ain't nobody been ripped out.
If you don't stop, every time he stop, I'ma stop. See the power of the stop button. Just let the lady talk so we could get to the gist of what she's saying.
Household. It was never a household. See, if we actually.
Oh my goodness, the man! Didn't you stop already? Father, give us the strength.
Had common sense as Black people, but we don't. The household starts with a man and a woman getting married, and they come home from their honeymoon happy and ecstatic or whatever. Then they have sex, unprotected sex, for the first time, and they make babies. That is a household. Okay.
Oh boy.
But no, what you ladies do is you have your own household and you have unprotected sex with Pookie. Okay. Or let Pookie come move in with you because Pookie ain't got nowhere to stay, or Pookie lives with his mama. All right. So men were not ripped out of their households. And if a man was ripped out of his household,
How now he's scratching the head. He about to tell a bald headed lie. Let me let y'all see this part. I don't know if you guys remember that episode in Martin when they were trying to read Tommy's body language, and him and Gina was like bald headed lie. Why? Why he's scratching his head like this? He looked like he about to go into a bald headed lie. It's all love, brother, but my goodness, we need to talk straight. Let's continue.
it's because of you, ladies. Because this is what happens.
Dang, this is what you call emotional and mental abuse. You're in a relationship, one person takes no accountability, and everything that's wrong is you. It's because of you. If you were in this type of relationship, you would feel like you're going out of your mind. Because even if you are honestly looking for progress and looking, first of all, the person gaslights you by making up all of these wild, fanciful narratives. Okay. And then they put wholly the blame on you, like you're Azazel, the scapegoat. Okay, and everything that went wrong is you, and you're never able to do anything correctly. And if they keep doing this over time, then you become broken, and you're no longer confident in your ability to do what it is that you do, or or what you bring to the table. So this is kind of what the stuff looks like, and we think, oh no, they're just having an honest conversation. We still haven't heard 1 minute of what the lady had to say. Let's continue. India said, "You think he has a particular audience?" I think so, because this is not for those who are using common sense.
Woman gets with guy, right? Guy is a loser or problematic, some problems, right?
So you don't think for so many decent, good women or women with potential to get to guy who was a loser? How did you get all of these guy who's a loser? Why in all of y'all scenarios there are so many pookies? Where is all of these pookies and Ray Rays coming from, according to the narrative? Where are all the good guys? So if in your story there's an overpopulation of Pookie and Ray Ray, who's she supposed to be picking from?
Dude is always gonna have some problems, and I'm gonna explain that in a second. Why women love getting with men who are problematic. Broadway, you sideways. I don't know what's going on with you. Broadway, your camera is sideways. I got somebody behind. All right, there we go. So, what actually happens is woman gets with guy who has some
Tony says over there, play a little more of the video, then dialogue. I'm with you, Tony. He ain't playing no video.
type of emotional, financial, or life issues, right? Y'all have unprotected sex. You let him live in your house because you enjoy having control. Because a lot of you ladies, you don't want to give up your place and live with a man, which you shouldn't do either, because you and the man aren't married. But let's just take the marriage out of the scenario for a second. So you let a loser come live in your house, right? And then he gets you pregnant. And then out of nowhere, you want this plum loser to actually step up. And next thing you know, the man is like, I'm a loser. What do you mean step up? Well, you need to step up. What are you talking about? You need to get your life together. Okay, just because I just got you pregnant doesn't mean I'm just gonna turn into somebody that's not a loser. I'm a loser. You chose to be with me. I'm a loser. I was living with my mama. That's why I live in your house, because I'm a loser. What are you talking about? Well, you need to step up. Oh, that's not how it works. Babies don't make men turn into something different.
It's interesting. So the baby, the responsibility is supposed to transform the woman, right? but but the same responsibility is not supposed to transform the man. So if this man does not transform for his own offspring and for the betterment of his own offspring, he's supposed to transform for the woman. Like, what is gonna, if he's a loser, you don't always have to be a loser. What makes you transform? That should be the question of all these guys talking about Pookie and Ray Ray. What helps to transform a man from child mind to adult mind? And if you know the answer, can you share it with the community so we could get this conversation moving in the right direction when it's starting to rain?
No, he's the same damn person, right?
Why you say no? Yes, sir. Let's go.
So next thing you know, because we talking about ripped out of the household, right? Fathers have been ripped out of our households. So next thing you know, you just simply get sick of your loser boyfriend not helping you with the baby. And you like, you know what? I don't need you. Get out. That's the ripped out of the household. Get out. Well, I ain't got nowhere to stay. I don't care. Sleep in your car. Get out. And then he leaves the household. Because in your mind, you're like, all right, cool. Without this man in the house, I can get child support, right? I can get Section 8.
Dang, his dialogue. Let me go see this video. But I'm 17 minutes in and I have not heard what this lady was saying. You know what? Hold on, peoples.
Get food stamps.
Why does she need food stamps? How did she get on welfare if she had her own house? Why wasn't she already established? How do we know she wasn't? How did she get to food stamp? The extremes, bro.
I can get a check in the mail. I get discounted child care, right? And probably some other little stupid benefits y'all be getting, the little welfare people. Next thing you know, you like, yo, I kind of like not having a man and having a government take care of me. This ain't too bad. So overall, the only person that ripped you out of your household was you, black woman. All right? So I got
I'm sorry, you guys. It sounds good when you're talking to yourself, don't it? He pontificating today. Bring it home. Bring it home.
my guy Broadway pulling up. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on with you, Aaron?
I'm good. So real quick, what I have in link at the top of the link, I have a content creation coaching group link. All right. And my guy Broadway has been in the group for about a week so far. And how do you like
Then he brings in Broadway. I'm trying to see where the actual link for the conversation is, because that is crazy. I'm gonna drop my link in the box, see if anybody wants to come up. I'm gonna read what you guys are saying. I didn't get anything out of that. Sometimes I can't take too much. It's too early in the day. Judah wants whiskey. We don't want her to drive Judah to drink. Let me stop sharing this.
just being in the coach.
Let me stop sharing this for a second, because I don't know what he just said. I have no idea. Yo, son, let me see if I can find the video that he was talking about and give you guys a link if you want to come up and share your thoughts. So far, that was interesting. For that, I could have just finished doing the review on Cynthia G. At least I had more information to go on. But that's the link right there. Let me see if I see what they were watching. I thought he put the link in the... Okay, let me see here. I'm on the channel, but I don't know the name of the specific broadcast. So I might have to come back and do that one another day, because I don't see... I don't see the specific show. Doo-doo. Wait a minute. Oh, they interrogate the lead attorney. I can't even keep up with all that goes on YouTube. It goes too fast. What I'm gonna do is find the exact show that they were having the conversation about, and then we look into that. But with that said, let me know what you think about what we just heard. Did it help the situation any? Was it just madness? Shout out to you. Thank you, Queen T. Definitely check out the yummycottage.com. John says, good question. The thing that changes males like that, all you have to do is don't have sex with them and don't take them seriously. No, I'm talking about what if they're talking about somebody's growing up, the male, but he's still a boy in his mind, and responsibility does not grow him, right? It doesn't mature him. Either they send him to work or they send him to the military, or something happens when he realizes that he has to transition from a boy to a man. And Mr. Let Go just blamed the woman for thinking that a responsibility will grow him up. For the most part, not all mothers, but when you become a mother, that responsibility, the, it's going to make you have to grow up to a certain degree. So for him to say that's not going to make you grow, what will make you grow up? Um, is what I'm asking. That didn't help anything. Hey, I'm with you. That didn't help nothing. I don't know what he's talking about over there. And I can't find the actual. For those who said there were a few people in the audience said their parents were married, and I guess I'll just talk about that and then end this particular broadcast. Is that there's a thought going around, and he just alluded to it, and the thought is that once the parents are married, then the household should be okay. If you come from a two-parent household, that means the children should be well adjusted. That's not true. We can look at a lot of situations. Famous people, everyday people. Two people can be in a household and the household be in turmoil. Who remembers Ike and Tina Turner? Did not did she just get knocked up for a random pookie? Did she not marry Ike? Was not Ike an abuser? Were not their children exposed? Wasn't even she open to taking in and mothering his other sons? Did she not have issues within that household? There are many people who find themselves in issues. Where is this? So again, I mean, I would love for that conversation to be because people keep saying that, and I don't know why they are remixing history, man. I don't know why. I don't know where we're going with this. But with that said, I don't see anybody coming through to click the link. I'm going to do a little research on the other side and hear if we can hear the conversation for ourselves. Um, so with that said, we at the 1 minute, 1 hour mark. Queen T says, mine were married and I had great parents, but I know other households had rough household. And that's the reality. That's the reality. You have some who come together and it went well and some, and it didn't go so well, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and give this a rest because I don't want the internet to make my computer even more ghetto from the rain. I'll be back at another time and we can continue to have more discussions. If you see anything interested out there, just drop it in the box and let me know. And with that said, thank everybody for tuning in. And everybody have a blessed day. I'll play a commercial on my way out.
I've been watching you, watching me, and I know you want to like, subscribe, and comment. Now I'm playing, but for real, like, subscribe, and comment. Join the conversation. You don't know.